How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Rifleman Reviews. Sitting here, next to the gun safe, like I do many nights after work, most nights after work actually. Just kind of contemplating to myself, what's better than a Smith & Wesson 627 Performance Center? 8-shot revolver. This gun is clear. I really can't think of too many things that's better than a fine piece of hardware like this. Very accurate, sharp to the eye, looks great. This is cutting edge revolver technology in my opinion. But man, this is a hoss. This is a big revolver. I can't think of too many things that are better than one Smith & Wesson Performance Center. Unless, let's look in the magic gun safe here. What's better than one Smith & Wesson? Let's put the big daddy away. What's better than one Smith & Wesson? Let's take a look and see what we got. Oh, maybe we have two Smith & Wesson Performance Centers. Let's go ahead and clear this revolver here. He's clear. So what exactly do I have here in my hands? I've got a new to me, recently acquired Smith & Wesson 586 L Comp. This is from the Performance Center. Don't know if you'll pick that up. Oh yeah. It says Performance Center. This is a 357 7-shot revolver, finely tuned from Smith & Wesson's Performance Center. It's got a compensated barrel. See that little hole right there? The barrel is compensated. It's got a Trigicon night sight, tritium night sight, and yeah, it's actually, I was worried about the grip being too short. It does come with two grips. It comes with these nice rosewood dress kind of grips. They're a little bit slippery, they get all oily. And then it comes with rubber bantam grips from Hogue. And I think those would probably be the ones if you got, bigger hands. My hands are pretty medium sized, but if you got bigger hands, you'd probably want to go with the bantam grips, or if you just want to train with that pinky underneath, firing that way, definitely an option. But yeah, I think I'd leave these on. Unfortunately, this pistol, I hate to say it, I'm not keeping this one. I'm getting this one. This one is going to my father. God decided to finally be a good son and get him a pretty decent gift. I am away from home. I've been away from home. I haven't been home in about 3 years due to reasons for my job. And so yeah, I decided I'm about ready to go take a trip home. I think I'm gonna surprise him with this little sucker. He said he has always wanted a snub nose 357, so I figured, hey, why not? I'll give him something nice. He's already got a pretty nice Colt Python, 6-inch barrel, beautiful gun. It's an expensive gun now, but I think this will be a nice collection. This is a blued gun. It's got carbon steel, so if it is a carry gun, it's definitely a consideration. I got this gun on trade though, and I think I got a pretty good trade. Unfortunately, I had to lose that Mossberg in order to get it. That Mossberg 590 I just did a video on. Mossbergs come and go, but 586 L comps are few and far between for a custom revolver such as this caliber, or this quality. 357 Magnums are all over the place, but this quality of a machine right here This fine-tuned piece of hardware is beautiful. Comes with that DeSantis belt slide holster thumb brake. You know, this is just about, this is like the quintessential holster for this handgun. I can't think of really anything else better than this. You know, I wouldn't want to carry this big old 357 in between the, you know, within the belt line, or between the pants, in the waistband, sorry. I would not want to carry this in the waistband. It's just, you know, it's a 7-shot revolver, you know, it's like, it's not meant for in the waistband. You can definitely conceal it under a jacket, you know, or, you know, a dress shirt or something. You can definitely conceal it, no problem, but yeah, you're not gonna enjoy yourself if you got this in your pants. So yeah, just thought I'd share that with you. You know, what if you were to get one pistol or revolver, you know, given to you as a gift? I'm curious, what would that be? What would be one of the gifts that you'd want, you know, a friend or son or father to give you? I thought I picked out a good one. Just curious, what would you pick if you had that option, or what would you give to your loved one if you had the option? Now, this is not the first time I've given someone, you know, a pistol before. I got my brother-in-law a Glock 19. Now this is just a different, you know, caliber of weapon, no pun intended. You know, the Glock 19, I got it for my brother-in-law because he doesn't have any guns. So I had to get a gun that would fit multiple rolls, which this could definitely do. But this is a much more refined handgun than a Glock 19. Glock 19 is like, you know, a Honda Civic. You want to get something, if they're only gonna have one gun, and I don't have a Glock 19, I just have experiences with them. If you're only gonna get one gun, much like a car or something, you're not gonna go buy someone a sports car. You know, you're gonna get them like a Honda Civic, especially if you're paying for it with your own money. You want to make sure it just gets them from point A to point B and they're taken care of all the time, and it'll suit most needs well. Cheap enough for them to, you know, practice with all the time, not a gas guzzler, if you will, you know, if I keep sticking along with that kind of comparison. Now, when you get somebody like this, you know, get somebody a handgun like this is like, got you an old muscle car kind of deal, you know, V8, you know, Ford Mustang, or, you know, Chevy Camaro or something like that, where, you know, ammo's not that cheap to shoot. You know, maybe not the most efficient gun, but man, it's built like a tank, and it's beautiful, and it's got that Americana, prestige to it, and you know, it's just a fine-tuned machine. So that's just kind of the way I was looking at it. You know, it's definitely like a firearm connoisseur's type gun that you'd want to give them as a gift, and I think so. It takes a little bit more maintenance, being carbon steel and all. You know, you can't just go throw this in your glove box, forget about it, check it out at 6 months, especially depending on where you're at in the country. You might find yourself a nice, expensive, rusty revolver. So, yeah, it does have a 3-inch barrel. However, where that port is, it's not rifled inside there. So, you know, the rifling's probably only 2 1/4 inches, or no, excuse me, 2 3/4 inches, and then from that port on is, you know, just a chamber, more or less, like a blast chamber, I guess. So, yeah, it's still real nice. I really like the night sight. It has to be dang near pitch black for you to pick it up, though. You know, so maybe, you know, getting a bigger front dot. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get to fire this until, you know, I take it back home with me and probably take it to the range with the pops. But, you know, hey, that should be that way. This thing is cut for moon clips. It's cut for moon clips, and, yeah, I don't know what else to say about it other than it's just a fine looking revolver, you know. Boom clips are excellent. You know, I think this is just a swell, you know, all around carry handgun. You know, if you're a bigger guy, I'm sure you could seal this. This would probably be ideal. You know, for me, you know, carrying this in the waistband just isn't practical. I'm looking at belt slide holster like right here. You know, with that descent is pretty much a perfect option. Anyways, thought I'd share a recent pistol I acquired and plan to give as a gift. Anyways, stay safe out there, everyone. Support your Second Amendment rights. It's all we have between us and tyranny. And just God bless America.